What's going on? It's Finesse, and today we're gonna do some RTA. Okay, so in this first match, my opponent has first pick, so I'm gonna just pick my regular pre-bans. I'm gonna pre-ban RNL and Nurse Yulha. Let's see, Nurse Yulha, I've had her pre-ban for a while. It's just I don't have the character, so that's why I pre-ban her. And then the same thing with RNL. I unfortunately didn't get her, so I pre-ban her. My opponent goes ahead, starts off with a Renak, and then I'm basically going to play turn 2. So I'm just going to pick Biblis and Estelle, right? And as he picks the Fumir, I already know I'm basically going to have to sacrifice whoever's up front. And I don't exactly plan on contesting speed here. So I kind of, since he had a couple of single target characters, I wanted to bring the boss Arunka, but I also didn't want to lock in on like straight pre-banning the Fumir. So on my pick 3, I wanted to make sure I grabbed some damage, so I just went and I grabbed Celine, and then I grabbed Bystander Hwayoung. Not 100% sure why I grabbed Bystander Hwayoung, but maybe because I think he was hovering where like he wanted to do debuffs, and then he ended up picking up the witch anyways, right? So I'm thinking here that I don't exactly want to get nuked, so I'm gonna ban Nasaria, and I just kind of derped out on pick 5. I'm not gonna lie. So I was thinking that I should probably grab damage, but I wasn't really thinking about like who I should really bring. I just grabbed someone for some damage. In hindsight, I probably should have got rid of that from here. So anyway, first match of the season, and we got Renek for the S2, and then she's probably gonna hit me with the S3. Well, not probably, definitely gonna hit me with the S3 after. There was some pretty good damage from my Estelle. A little 10k action there, so that's good. It would have been nice if she died though. The counter attack is good, and then bam, she's dead. Okay, Bystander Hwayoung with another 10k, but that was a lot of damage from that pop though, so that kind of hurt because my Celine is really looking like she's about to die. But at least they were not died, so Bystander Hwayoung is not going to jail for no reason. Yeah, and then here come all the debuffs. I didn't really build my characters with ER, so yeah, I'm not surprised that everybody got CC'd here. Let's see. There Tori goes. It is looking kind of bad. And from here, yeah, I couldn't really. I have to figure out who exactly to put in the front when I'm fighting against Fumir. Either that, or I should just start playing faster, right? There goes my Assyria, so that kind of sucked. And that's pretty good, 12k. Killed the Tenebria. And then this part kind of sucks here because like I keep getting pushed back and I'm not doing enough damage. I really wanted to kill that Fumir, but here looks like they're both going once again before my team. But luckily I got a barrier on Spirit Eye Celine, so hopefully I'll have her survive and then get the kill, but that sucks getting CC'd again. And then here, Tori's coming up next and she's about dead, so I just top righted there. Okay, so next match, I'm going to be going first, same pre-bans. I usually just stick to the same 2 pre-bans and just run it. I've got to figure out who I'm going to pre-ban instead of Nurse Yule, huh? And here I was going to go Biblis and then back into another Estelle and just basically play turn 2 again. But my guy took my Spirit Eye Celine, so I'm kind of like thinking who exactly to put for damage on Ban Protect. And then I also see, he's going to go ahead and basically try to hit me with the debuffs. I thought he just wanted to play slow though, because he also banned RNL and then he also banned Harsetti. Once he hit the immortalities and the debuffs, I went with Aram and Hecate so that I could, stop that part. And then I see he went and grabbed another immortality, so I for sure was like, okay, Hecate is a good pick here. But I'm not 100% sure how exactly I was going to deal with his Lionheart Sirmia. It's been a while since I fought any of those. Like, I skipped all of last season. But since he did have a few single target, I went and I got the Boss Arunka. And then because I have a Ram, I was just bringing my Summer Hua, right? And I was thinking about banning the last thing, but oh yeah. So now that he picked that Lady of the Scales, I think because Janua is also Immortality and Celine, I just believe, I banned his Abe. That's what happened there. And then Hecate in the back for the push. Cool. Alright, so let's see. He's all the way going first. His Scales is first, and then his Celine is still faster than me. So I expect his entire team to go before me. Oh, okay. So he didn't S3. Alright, yeah, sure. And then I went for the and that. Yeah. So here I'm basically like, I know he can cleanse, but they're gonna get the pop damage this turn anyways, right? So we're gonna do that. I honestly thought she was gonna die though. Yeah, I thought that Lionheart Summer was gonna die for sure. And then this sucked because, basically my Summer Horn got reverse cleave by the Sirmia. But let's see. So he still, doesn't have, like from here, because he had so much single target, it's just kind of like the boss was definitely the pick. I just had to kill the Sirmia, right? So I S3 to remove all of the buffs that she had. And then, luckily I was able to just go before she was able to proc again, so I could kill her. And then after that, it was pretty much a wrap, because as you can see, he's not really doing that much damage to my Barunka. And then, after I kill this Janua, there's no damage left, so he basically lost. So this part is just kind of like, going through the motions. Yeah, because I'm not sure what he could have done here if he's not able to do any damage to her. But that's cool. So this was the second match of the season so far. I was basically gonna play it turn 2, so I was starting with Biblis, who I haven't actually used before. So this is the first season I've ever actually used her, even though I've had her before. I just never leveled her up to use her. I got her when she first came out. So that was pretty cool. Same deal with like Estelle also. Like I was basically gonna do Bibless Estelle and just spam those, but that's cool. So I'm first pick again here, and same pre-bans. We just go with that. My opponent pre-banned the the RNL and the free run. So I was like, okay, we're gonna play faster this time because I wanted to get a Elvira game for you guys. So in my head I was already like, I'm gonna put Elvira on 3, and then I like C. Lilius as my main opener. She's one of my favorite characters. So I was also thinking that, okay, after I S3 with C. Lilius, I should be able to get like a double push on Elvira and have her go up by like 30%. So I picked a very aggressive team this time. And what did I ban? Oh yeah, I banned that Fumir because I was like, I'm not gonna do that again, and I'm basically gonna just kill everybody. So let's see. Yeah, so I outsped. That was the other thing, is I think I was only worried about if his Fumir would have outsped me, but I play my C. Lilius at about 290. I think top speed on my account I can do like 312, like a Renak or a Ran or something. But I like to play it around like 290, so I have a few openers that are like around 290. And then once I get them on better static gear, I'll probably boost them up in speed. But yeah, I did that. I was kind of scratching my head here because I was expecting the Fumir to push up further, but he just quit. So there we go. That's the second win there. Here I have first pick again, and I'm looking for another Elvira game. So I know I'm gonna pick her on 3, and then, you know, even though like usually when I pick C. Lilius, somebody's like bound to just bunny dump me, but I was surprised it didn't happen. And as I saw he had like the guard captain Crow, I was kind of like, wait a minute, I might be bullying you. But since Abe was still open and I knew I was gonna pick Fumir, I just picked her up, grabbed Fumir. And then here, once he had the Arbiter Vildred, I was like, okay, that's gonna be your most dangerous DPS, so I'm gonna lock him down with both of my last 2, lock that out, and then we get rid of the Harsetti, right? And then there I was double checking, but I don't have all of my characters like completely imprinted and stuff, so half the time I don't even need to change that. And let's see. Yeah, so here, once again, I knew I was going to be way faster. He obviously wasn't going to, like, there was no other opener for him to have. Just S3. And then here, once again, I was like, wait a minute. I thought she was going to go up further than that, but that's okay. I'm not worried about it. And then Tori was the main one that I was wanted to get rid of because I knew she was going to have that immortality. So I hit her and then went on her again with Elvira to go ahead and hit the other characters with the curse. Yeah, and from here, that's where we're just gonna die, so it doesn't matter. Just S3. And then that was all she wrote. Good game. Anyways, that was it for starting this season. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys in the next one.